Hello people from the other side. Welcome to a new video here. And as you can see, my hair is on, if you are wondering, that is, my hair is on the other side of my head here. Yes, and there is a reason behind it. Later in the night, slightly, as I was just giving myself a slight little trim, that's all I wanted to do. I accidentally must have been in a weird mode because I thought this was a lid, not the gauge. So I immediately took it off and immediately used it as so. And you're going to see why in a minute. If you do enjoy these videos, please hit that subscribe button. So with that in mind, here is this. I'm not going to use it. Not even going to turn it on. But this handy dandy, which is a really good razor that I got from Amazon when I was in the States. Not sure the name of it, but it's probably linked on the first video I ever used with this. I accidentally shaved my short part off all the way. But as I've been wanting a change up somewhat, I realized I can move my long side from over here to over here. And I quite like that. But no razor is going to be used in this at all for a good while because I don't really need it right now. All I need to do is just cut it a little bit. Maybe use this so I can have different lengths. But what I wanted to do was at least make it work on this side. I was going to keep it longer than I have had it before because when it comes from this side to this side, it elongates. All I need to do, in my opinion, is make it so it points a little bit better than it is right now. And as you can probably see, all the lighter color is kind of underneath because that's usually right here. But I actually kind of like that because it's giving it like streaks. So what I might do is I might take my hair back on this side to make the streaks somewhat, or just leave the streaks I already have and do that. But I do need to dye this a little bit because it's been growing out and stuff like that. But this is kind of nice how I can put it behind my ear for the most part. So we'll see how that works. Might want to start using a product to keep it flatter down. I might start doing that, see what that does. And then that might be the new way I do it for a while. So all I want to do is I want to keep the nice point I have going on here. But I wanted to just, let's see how I can do this. I'm going to do this dry instead of wet. Because last time I did it wet, it was actually kind of annoying. The reason being why it was annoying was I had the problem of, let me think, what am I thinking about? Oh yeah, it was so wet, it didn't go to a point because it was like, it was going and stuff, and it just was harder to cut. A lot of times it is good to have wet hair because it's easy to clean up and whatnot. But as I'm not going to cut much, keeping it pretty much this length, I just wanted to like take some of this point off, but still keep it at a point, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do it at an angle here. If you can see that. That's a fair amount. Yes, I know. And then a little bit right there. There's all the hair that I took off. And now that is it. What I need to do is just take this tiny, tiny, tiny piece that's too long and thin now. That's pretty nice. I do want it to stay kind of longish. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I usually do. Yes, I'm doing pretty much a lot of the same stuff, but I'm not going to be razoring. I'm going to maybe let this side that I've been razoring for a while grow out, do all of that. So I thought I'd show you guys this a little bit, and I am kind of liking the lighter color underneath, kind of like having, what are they called? I'm getting shadowing or highlights, that's it. They kind of look like highlights. That's why I'm wondering if I might do more at some point. But I might have to do it by going over that way first, because that's how I got these ones. So if you do think that adding some highlights is a good idea, then maybe let me know down below. If you're liking kind of the little bit of lightness you're seeing here, then let me know. I know it's like going to be a lot shorter if I put them back on this side at the moment, but I do want to make sure I have my bang area somewhat situated. So that's what I'm doing here. And yes, razor is not being used. No, it is not. It's nothing to do with some people say, oh, you shouldn't, you're a woman, no, you shouldn't be shaving your hair. No, 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 no. That is just awful to say. Yes, I got a little freaked out about my hair getting like, on this side. And then I was like, realized I can fix it by just doing this, and that, which is fine. And as you can see, it looks pretty nice. But I do need the bang situation to get back in form. So that's what I am doing here. And as I always do in here, using the comb that comes with my hair dryer. So let me take these off. It's making it a little hard for me to see because of the shadow of my eyeballs going through, and I'm looking above the glasses anyway. So, okay. So I'm just gonna do this to get myself a little bit of a bang situation here. Oops, holding it wrong. Should be holding it between my fingers. Not slide off. And I did comb it nice and flat. So we go like this at an angle. Maybe I should go more of an angle. I want to go pretty good angle. So as we go at an angle, fixing my hair. Now on the other side of my head here, like so. And I'm doing that. And now let's comb it in. And as we can see, I got my nice little poof back. So yes, if you're one of those people that does your own hair and occasionally has these problems like I have had, occasionally, like I did the back of my head, which I think I talked about a while back, because that was when I was in California last year, I think it was. Oh no, not last year, but the year before, because I did it around the other Christmas, so that would have been 2022. That's it. 2022, Christmas time, slightly before that, I accidentally shaved the back of my head. Only a little bit though. Actually, looking back at it, realized it wasn't as bad as I thought. No, literally, was not as bad as I thought at all. So what I'm trying to see here is making sure that it's not squared too much, because I have had that problem in the past where I make it all too much the same size and it becomes square. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go like this, right? And just kind of slightly cut a little bit, just to make it a little uneven. Now I'm going to use this ever so slightly on some of it. Go. I know it's thinning it out a little bit, but I want the different lengths to come in with my hair. So that's what I'm doing here. Right now I don't mind it being a little thinner for a little bit. So there we go, just kind of pulling some of the hairs out of this thing. Okay, there we go. That's pretty nice if I do say so myself. So let's just switch the situation. It might be coming too much of a square like it was on the other side a while back. So let's make sure it's not. So let's just go back here a little bit. And not the front, because the front's where I want it to be a little bit longer. So there we go with that situation. So yeah, I did freak out with this hair problem, but I didn't realize that I can just change the side of my hair to the other side. So as we can see, it looks pretty much the same now. And I'm kind of liking this situation, so I'm thinking I might try starting to use some mousse or something to flatten it and see what happens down the line. But for now, I'm just kind of getting a little bit of that back in my hair a little bit. So all that situation is goodioso and everything. Let's just go in the back a little bit here. No razor involved at all. No razor involved at all. This is going to be razor-free hair. So as I'm just kind of getting these back parts. If I do it with these, I know what I'm doing. The razor, sometimes I don't if it doesn't have the gauge on it. So let's just get that situated for the most part. So what this is going to help with, though, I think, is it will give me an opportunity to grow out this side that I've been trying to keep too short and then gets out of sorts, for my opinion, all of a sudden. So all in all, this happened to me. What an annoying thing to happen. Yes, but at least I'm able to fix it and do my stuff. But all I need to do probably at some point is do a little bit of the dyeing that I typically do. But all in all, don't freak out. At least I gotta say though, I did. And if you do stuff like this though, and have your hair in a way where it's like anyway, then just cover it up and let it grow out. Sometimes I recommend, now that I've done this and I'm doing this, if you're feeling like you want to grow out a side and you can't get it to grow out because you're getting too annoyed with it growing out by looking at it, do what I'm doing. If you do haircuts like this where it covers the sides, cover it up. And then you can get it to do what you want. Because this used to be very short because I got my hair cut done professionally. I did get it done after that somewhat a few years ago. But in 2019, I got my hair done, right? And they took a layer off underneath. Didn't buzz it or anything. Underneath, they cut a layer so it made it thinner. But then my hair wasn't getting the nice oomph as much. As you can probably tell here, it's not as oomphed as it was over here. That's because of this. And I have to grow that back for this side. So it might actually give me an opportunity to grow it back in a way I might actually like. So we'll see about that. So from the time being, I have now changed the side of my hair that I do the little oomphy-doomphness. And it looks pretty nice if I do say so myself. So if you enjoyed this, showing you that I had this problem because for some reason, this time it was my fault. Because the last time on the back of my head, it literally had just fallen off and I didn't realize. Well, of course, it's still my fault because that's my hands and it's my body doing it. But this time, I actually thought this was a lid, not a gauge. So, all in all, at least I could fix it. But if I did, the back of my head was almost kind of like I couldn't really cover that up. But it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. So all in all, at least I get to do my other side of my hair like I like to do sometimes. Because the last time I did this side of my hair, it was when I was in Mexico, living there for a little bit. And it was kind of a nice change up. So, all in all, till next time, Spikers Mango, bam!